Hello there. First, I will introduce myself. My name is Henrique Zogbi Lisanti, and today I'm going to introduce our strategy and motivation to 5G in transportation. I'm going to do my presentation as a Pachakucha model to facilitate our speech and clarify our ideas. At this presentation, I'm going to talk about some market drives of 5G. After this, we will discuss some insights and our proposals to the market. To finalize, we will talk about some steps and key takeaways. To start, I propose we try a little nostalgic moment. Do you remember your parents' car when you were a child? My father was a Chevrolet Astra, and even it's hard to believe, this was a very modern view at the time. Also, the Chevrolet market image was a modern propaganda. Look to the past and think, we are already seeing the modernization of locomotion, like the motors and mechanical equipment for the transportation industry. But what is the next step? The next step is the connectivity. The 5G will turn the transportation tool in a real environment. The truly automatic vehicle. The 5G low latency is enabled to create middleware softwares that can connect all the vehicle system and allow the transportation ecosystem to flow properly, avoiding accidents due to fluid traffic, therefore more dynamic and safety world. This dynamic and safety world can be exemplified by some Brazilian statistics of traffic. São Paulo have the mobility budget of 5 billion. In our country, we estimated 13 billions of losses in federal highways accidents. And just in São Paulo capital, we estimated 40 billions in traffic losses. Why Brazil? Brazil have one of the biggest car fleets in the world, about 60 million vehicles, and about of the 65% of the cargo transportation in Brazil is doing in our highways. In other words, Brazil depends to the road transportation and it's more than ever get this connectivity. As you can see, the transportation market in Brazil is a good opportunity to 5G global work, but also a great challenge. We need to work with a partnership to development a good work and satisfy the Brazilian needs. The Brazilian non-financial service market moved about 1.5 trillion reais in a year. Just in the transportation area, we are talking about nearly 400 billion reais. And if we focus on the roads, we can find 250 billion reais. The Brazilian economy is growing, even with the COVID situation. Therefore, the logistical and transportation section of our economy moving about 250 billion reais. As with the growing perspective, we can reach about 280 billions in the next years. The 5G infrastructure vendor, internet providers, and the final transportation vendors must work together to create the perfect system to 5G can do its job. To provide the 5G ecosystem will be not an easy job, so we must work as a team. The middleware software is the key of 5G connectivity in the transportation area. The company needs to join forces to create it. So, after this, we can track the mobility, create the flow, avoid the accidents, and make things easy. After we connect the most part of our lives, the business plan for the transformation will be not different. Work with an internet plan. We will connect also our cars, make our transportation network strong, and finally growing every moment. ZF Mobility is one of the most important companies in the market that can support us with the middle softwares. They position itself as a system supplier of tools to be used in a vehicle defined by software. We should partner them. They have the know-how and also the excellence. The sales flow will work with the 5G infrastructure vendors and internet providers that can enable the middleware software construction. And finally, implement the final part of the market, the vehicle sales. That will be the B2B commercial flow. As we can see in the past, it will be a one-way street. 5G will connect the world and change everything. The transportation network will never be the same, and business opportunity will increase every moment. Our next steps to this business are: understand the cost viability, elaborate the business model to be negotiated with our partners. After this, we can create the time plan and follow the first steps to our process. It will be a competitive environment. We already saw this in the 5G auction, how the market and also the government is giving importance to this technology that will change the world. Best partners and connections will make the differences. As a competitive environment, we are talking about a good revenue. The decisions from this point will be all crucial. We are estimating billions of revenue. And the most important thing, we are also talking about people's life. We need to act fast because 5G is coming. It will be strong. We need to work as a team. That's why good partners will make the differences. We must be ready. Ericsson is ready. So join us in the next steps and let's change the world. I appreciate your attention and hope you will like it. Bye bye.